Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, trying to find a more budget-friendly team. This one could be very viable. We're rocking the Alolan, Ninetales, and the Trevenant with the Swampert. None of these require any XLs, so that's what I was looking for here. This is going to be a kind of a bait-dependent situation in the lead here. We have the Weather Bulb and the Dazzling Gleam on this Alolan Ninetales. We're going to go for 2 Weather Balls here, and we do get 2 shields down, but they win the lead. So here, the sticky situation is like, we know that this Shadow Gramble is going to throw at least 1 crunch, so we're anticipating that. We come in with our Trevenant. The Trevenant was able to Shadow Claw it down. That was the whole goal. And here, the fact that they come in with the Medicham is really good news for us. This is really feeling like a Swampert in the back, or maybe Lantern. So we go for the Shadow Ball there. Okay, ends up being the Cresselia, but either way, double Psychic in the back is terrible for that Trevenant. So GG's to our opponent. The budget team wins that game. On to the next one here. The fact that this team is, semi-competitive still, without any XOs, is quite amazing. Alright, the Defense Deoxys, we stay in because we potentially could land a Dazzling Gleam to win this matchup, so anything neutral to winning, we're going to stay in, obviously. Oh, they go for the Psycho Boost right there. Nice play by them. Here, we decided to come in with the Swampert only because we're trying to get 2 Hydro Cannons off. But I guess in hindsight, we could have gone Trevenant here because we resist all the moves. But also, we kind of wanted the Trevenant for the Defense Deoxys in the back. So we'll see how this plays out. Honestly, I was just trying to break down shields. And that's what this Swampert will be doing. So Swampert did his job. Let's see if we can capitalize on it. Remember this Vigoroth, it's Body Slam and possibly Bulldoze. We resist all of those. And I guess the good news is here, we can farm a ton of energy heading into the Defense Deoxys matchup. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're just going to throw a Seed Bomb here. It doesn't KO. We knew that, so we're trying to farm this down. Can we get the farm down? They go for the Bulldoze. We know it's resisted. And unfortunately, they were gonna get to another move, so we decided to throw the Seed Bomb here. Our opponent ends up having the Obstagoon, so they did catch me right there. I should have thrown the Dazzling Gleam. Unfortunate for us. We thought that they were gonna come in with their the best Deoxys, but if you go back and look at this team, it's the triple fighter team. So that is this team that we're facing also is a decent budget team if you are trying to do that. This is most likely going to be, there's Psycho Boost here. And we're trying our best to get to the Shadow Ball. We were 1 Shadow Claw away from getting that win right there. So GG's to our opponent right there. Just a little bit unfortunate for us. 2 things. The Trevenant couldn't get to that last Shadow Ball, but also against that Obstagoon, we should have thrown the Dazzling Gleam to potentially farm it down potentially. So we move on. We see the Alolan Sandslash now. This is absolutely terrible for us. Not only does this Alolan Sandslash have good coverage against our Ninetales, but it's gonna dominate our Trevenant. So we can't really switch. Honestly, we're just trying our best to get chip damage, and hopefully we win the backline with something in the back. So we come in with our Shadow Swampert to potentially farm it down. This is maybe a 1 shield farm down. Let's see, 1 shield. Do we get the farm down? It looks like we will. Perfect. So that was honestly best case scenario. Here we're just gonna throw the Earthquake because we have a feeling they won't shield. Okay, they do shield it. I was trying to throw the Earthquake there because we know that they can tank it, but I guess they wanted to keep this Azumarill healthy. We're farming a ton of energy. They reveal that they have the Play Rough. The fact that they have Play Rough means, the fact that they threw a Play Rough towards this Trevenant means they have Play Rough and a Hydro Pump. And so here, we're just going to apply full pressure. We know that if we can keep this Trevenant alive, we're going to have a really good matchup in the back. They go for the Ice Punch right there, and we're going to farm as much energy as possible before they get to the next move. We come in with another Shadow Ball. This will KO. And then here, we're going to do our best to do as much damage to this Azumarill so that our Swampert can kind of finish it off. That C-Bomb is clutch, and then we are able to get to a Hydro Cannon before they can get to their Play Rough. And this should be GG's. Let's see if it takes it out. Barely doesn't take it out, but all is good because this Play Rough here will take out the Swampert, but the Shadow Claw is only a 2-turn move versus the Bubble from the Azumarill, and we win that with basically one fast move. Talk about a close matchup. The no XL team wins that round. That's kind of funny. I wasn't sure that Azumarill was XL. It felt like it was XL. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, here, unfortunate. We have to switch out here. That Toxapeck was gonna dominate that Alolan Ninetales because we don't have Side Shock. So we switch into the Trevenant. This Trevenant is met with a Double. The Double potentially does have the payback, so we decided to shield the first one because it would basically take out the Trevenant. So now we're kind of in a better situation. We're gonna have all this energy to throw at this Double. Eventually they will have to shield, or maybe they don't and let us farm down. We'll see. Okay, so this is a potential another payback. Let's see if they actually go for. Okay, so they actually go for the double payback, and this is going to allow us to farm it down. I cannot believe the Trevenant just took out the double. I guess we did invest 2 shields, so we're going to throw the Shadow Ball at this Toxapeck. They end up shielding it, which is good for them. We are able to get to another Shadow Ball, so let's see if we get this chip damage. This will not KO. Okay, it does about 40%. We force out some energy. So this Toxapeck is loaded on energy as well. They go for the Brine. Good for them. Okay. And we don't have to worry about any move on the first one from Toxapeck because we can survive it. Oh, this is interesting. So they come in with their Quagsire in the back. This Quagsire is able to get these Mud Bombs. But we did have an energy advantage heading towards this Quagsire. We do get 1 shield. We're going to fire off another Hydro Cannon. Unfortunately, it does not KO. We're trying to catch a move here. Is it going to be the Mud Bomb? Okay, at least we get the Mud Bomb. And now we're just going to try and force out some energy. Perfect. If they KO us with the Stone Edge, that's fine because then we can farm down. Perfect. And then now we have almost Earthquake ready, and GG's to our opponent right there. That was a great end game right there, making sure we take full advantage of any potential farm down. Because this team doesn't have like XL or anything like really tanky, you really have to take advantage of any spots where you can kind of do extra farm or farm down, etc., etc. Here we are in a kind of a neutral matchup. If the Medicham lands a Psychic, we could lose this. So it is bait dependent. Both of us here are just staying in. I have to show the first one because of the reason I just talked about. That Psychic would have done huge damage. They're gonna stay in. So we're gonna throw a Weather Ball. We do get the shield. Perfect. Here we're just gonna go for another bait here. This is honestly possibly the game. If they call it, they probably win. If they don't call it, we possibly could win. So we do get 2 shields from that situation, and now we're just going to get chip damage, Weather Ball. And they got greedy, and we actually are able to get to another Weather Ball to KO the Medicham. So we're up a shield, we win the lead. Okay, so this is obvious. We cannot come in with the Trevenant against this Noctowl. This has to be a Swampert situation. We're going to show the first one just to keep it healthy. We don't want any potential snipes. So we're going to go in with the Hydro Cannon here to do chip damage. This will not KO. We need another one. And We're making sure we're throwing right before they get to their last sky attack. So this will KO, and now we're looking at a good situation. Let's see what's in the back. And GG's to our opponent. We have two really good things for this Lantern. If you come back and think about their team, the Medicham and the Noctowl and Lantern, pretty solid team right there. So GG's to our opponent right there. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.